As the Sabarimala temple reopened on the 17th of November for the pilgrimage season, it was witness to activities akin to a war zone. 15,000 policemen stationed in the temple premises. Section 144 that prohibits the assembly of 4 persons at a spot imposed midnight arrests of devotees who were protesting peacefully, helicopter surveys and water cannons used to ensure that devotees do not sit in the temple premises. As the Kerala government brings out every weapon in its arsenal to suppress protests, it is the devotees who are suffering, and unfortunately, the situation continues to worsen. Could this situation have been prevented in some manner? Let's explore. The Supreme Court pronounced its judgment on the 28th of September, and the first signs of protests began just days after. The LDF government and its Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan were adamant to implement the order immediately. By 12th of October, protests had spread statewide and women were coming onto the streets under the campaign Ready to Wait, Save Sabarimala. A responsible course of action at this point in time would have been to gauge public support, understand the pulse of the people and act accordingly. Instead of unleashing state violence on the devotees who were protesting, instead of providing protection to activists who were only at Sabarimala to make a point, the state government should have filed a petition seeking more time to implement the Supreme Court order, an order which was very obviously not welcome on ground. We have seen such petitions being filed by different state governments when they sense that the implementation of a court order will result in a law and order situation. The Kerala government instead, under the leadership of Pinarayi Vijayan, decided to implement a court order immediately, even though they sensed that it might end up being a law and order concern. The government cited its commitment to progressive values as the reason to implement the order unconditionally and immediately. As of 19th of November, the Devaswam board, which is in charge of the management of the Sabarimala temple, filed a petition asking the Supreme Court more time to implement its order. If this was done right after the verdict was pronounced, a lot of suffering could have been avoided, especially for the devotees.